What's going on, YouTube? I am Germ here, and today we have a couple of different things we're going to be talking about, but they're all kind of filtered under the same package. And there was just a lot of different craziness going on in the CS investing world today. All of these different topics, which I want to talk about, including the recent Jesus video, one of the new Anomaly videos, and just this random tweet that I saw on Twitter, which is obviously much smaller. You can see this tweet only has 11,000 views, are all under the umbrella of... I don't know what I can and can't say on YouTube, but hey, whatever, this video is probably going to be screwed anyway. But under the umbrella of market manipulation and what people need to watch out for, what I think is good, bad, and different, what I do care about, don't care about. And obviously, my opinion is probably going to be different than a lot of other people's opinions. And we're all going to feel slightly different about these things, but what we think is good and bad and whatever. But there are just a lot of different discussions and discourse and everything going on around right now about a lot of different things happening in the market. I want to give some of my thoughts and opinions on it. Ultimately, that's what I want my channel to be here for me to, be able to vent and express my opinions and feelings and all that stuff, while also hopefully educating you guys and protecting you from some things and giving you some of my thoughts and opinions about how you can, best protect yourself from some of the, maybe not so cool parts of the CS investing market, but also what I think is maybe people are overreacting and freaking out a little bit too much about and everything like that. So, with that being said, let's get right into this. I think the biggest thing that happened today was Anomaly dropping this video called The Most Underrated Skins in CS2 Insane Value. And, say what you will about Anomaly. Obviously, there's a lot of good and bad things you can say about him, but he is a massive content creator who, while he has maybe done some not so great things for the CS community and CS investing world, he's ultimately done a lot of good as well. If nothing else, just getting his videos and content out to a ton of people, keeping people engaged in the community, educating people about things, and growing the community and showing them, giving them consistent content, being a huge face, entertaining people and keeping them coming back to Counter-Strike, which is something that not a lot of people in this space and in this community are doing, and it is very, very valuable. You need those huge, massive creators that people love, that are consistent, especially as long as Anomaly's been doing it, and with as big of reach as he has, he gets people excited about the game and about skins and everything like that, and I think that ultimately is a great thing. Now, again, you can have negative opinions about him and everything. I'm not saying I love or agree with everything he's done, but I can definitely appreciate the positive things that he has done. And ultimately, I like watching his content. I really did enjoy this video called The Most Underrated Skins in CS2 Insane Value. And I thought there were actually some really cool picks. And ultimately, I thought this was a pretty interesting piece of content because I don't love every skin that he picked out, and every skin I wasn't like, oh, that's actually a really cool skin or whatever, but there were a couple skins in this video that I was like, damn, that's actually a pretty cool skin. And yeah, I think that is actually a little bit underrated. CS is a very inefficient market where oftentimes things are not fairly priced or accurately priced or whatever, because there is so many freaking items. There's so many things to know about, and the community is constantly, zoomed in on one thing or zoomed in on another. And those opportunities for things to be underrated and undervalued that don't exist in all markets is why you have the potential to make crazy money in the CS markets, if you are intelligent or ahead of the trends or know what to look for or whatever. And obviously Anomaly is good at that, and he did find a lot of skins that are probably underrated and probably deserve to be a little bit higher, especially when you compare them to other skins that are rated higher than them or whatever, or worth more than them, and just finding some new skins that got updated in CS2, because obviously CS2 is still really fresh and new. But this video was entertaining, it was fun to watch, and it was cool to see. Now, obviously the criticism that it is getting, and if you look at the comment section, every single comment is just, can we appreciate how Anomaly never fails to manipulate the market? I love watching Anomaly manipulate the market. Thanks for crashing the market, Mr. Anomaly. I love when Anomaly manipulates the market, blah, blah, blah. And I see a lot of people freaking out about that, and I don't know. It's a really tough situation. I don't know exactly what to feel about it. But if you look at, some of the skins featured in the video, this is the MAC-10 Pipe Down. Actually, one of the cooler skins, I think, featured in the video. You can see that, hey, before this Anomaly video dropped, this thing was like $2, and now it's $6.84. That's gone really crazy. And I was wondering, is that what all the skins in this video have done, or what's going on? Because this video has freaking 126,000 views in 14 hours. Everyone is seeing this. But okay, he also talked about the MAC-10 Silver. It had a little bit of a run up. It went from like 30 cents to 33 cents. So, it's still like a 10% jump. That's not bad, but it hasn't gone insane or hasn't gone as crazy as, the pipe down that's like quadrupled or 3x'd in price or whatever in just a couple of hours. He talked about the Nova Sobex Byte, which again, you can see has a nice little spike, went from $30 up to $48, which is really, really crazy, but then it crashed all the way back down to $32. So ultimately, at the end of the day, did he manipulate the market? I don't know. He made a video about skins that were underrated. He made a video about cool skins. I think, he wanted to educate people and talk about stuff that he found undervalued. He's obviously a guy who loves skins. He does this freaking every day of his life, every hour. I'm sure it's one of the main things he thinks about in life. And I get what people are saying that, yeah, he has a huge audience, and anytime he talks about things that are underrated or talks about the markets or whatever, stuff is going to skyrocket and pump up and whatever. But I think as long as he isn't, like buying stuff right before a video, dropping a video and then selling it off right away, or, tipping people off to, hey, man, I'm about to put this skin in a video, you should buy some of these and sell them off. Like, obviously, that would be extremely disgusting and maybe potentially illegal. I don't even know how all this stuff works or whatever. But if he is just telling people skins that he thinks are underrated and educating people, and then the markets are skyrocketing, is that big of a deal? Am I that worried about it? Do I really care that much? No, I don't think so. And even if he's talking about some skins that he owns, if he's not directly selling them off after the video drops or because of the video dropped or whatever, I also don't really think that's that big of an issue. And ultimately, at the end of the day, if you get burned or lose money or whatever, like, you should be an adult and you should be held accountable for the decisions that you're making. You should buy stuff that you think is a good investment, that you think is a good skin, that you think and really believe it, not because Anomaly featured in a video or somebody else talked about it or whatever. I don't know. I think that's really where I stand on a lot of this stuff. Anomaly isn't telling people to go out and buy these. He's not telling you you're going to get rich if you go out and buy this. Obviously when the Fano stuff happened, there was a lot of controversy around him, potentially pumping and dumping, and if he owned that stuff or whatever, and, maybe some of that stuff we'll never know. And obviously he got a lot of heat from that, and Anomaly's getting a lot of heat right now too, but is it really that big of a deal? And I don't know. It's really, really interesting. And then we had this from Jesus, where he said this case is completely screwed. He dropped a new video about broken Fang cases and how, they're getting open so fast, and they're obviously in the discontinued from drops, and the numbers are running so low, and like, hey, these cases might just keep going up forever, and they're going to be this insane, awesome opportunity, blah, 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 blah. And same type of stuff here. Is he manipulating the markets? Again, if he bought these and sold these off, yeah, that'd be bad. If he owns some of these and just made a video about them and thinks they're a great opportunity, is that bad? If we take a look at the Steam community market for those, these did have a nice little jump. These were like $6 or something before, his video came out, and they run up to like $6.80. So, like a 10 to 15% jump or something like that. But again, with all of these skins in the long run, yeah, when these videos drop, and we already saw it with some of these skins, when these videos drop, they have these big spikes, and then they kind of crash back down because, yes, there is some hype and some people being like, oh, Anomaly dropped a video, I'm going to try and buy this skin and sell it off real quick. And yeah, some people did flip these for like 50% profits or whatever. But in the long run, the skins are going to go back down to what the market believes or what the community believes in or whatever. So one of my warnings is, just because you see something featured in a video or you want to try and, profit off it being in a video real quick and making a quick flip, blah, 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 you need to be very, very careful, because obviously these things can be very, very volatile. And if you bought this freaking Sobex Byte at $48 because you were going to try and flip it at 50 or 60 or 70, you got absolutely crushed, and you made a really, really silly, stupid decision, and you probably deserve to lose your money at the end of the day. But, if Anomaly educated you and you found a cool skin that you liked, and maybe the price has gone up now, yeah, that sucks. You're not going to be able to get it for the same price, but maybe he just pointed out an obvious fact that, hey, this skin was probably a little bit undervalued and now it's going to increase in value or whatever. Maybe it'll come back down. Who knows? But, I would be wary about buying stuff right after it's gone up 3x just because a video dropped or anything like that. But again, Jesus, he made a good video with a lot of facts and a lot of data and reasoning of why the Broken Fang case is really a great opportunity and why it has done so well, why it will probably continue to do so well. And like, is that a crime? Is there so much issue with that? Is that market manipulation? Is that pumping and dumping? Whatever. Like, again, I don't really think so. And where do we draw the line? Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, they have huge audiences and they need to be careful what they're saying, and they're going to say stuff, and obviously it's going to change the markets and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, well, if you're a big creator, you can talk about stuff. What if you're a medium creator? Then, since you don't have a big of effect on the markets, then you can talk about stuff. If you're a small creator and you won't affect the markets at all, then you can talk about stuff. But once you get so big, then you just need to stop making content. You need to make different content. I don't really understand, and I don't really have as many problems with the Anomaly and Jesus videos that maybe some other people have. Then this market manipulation stuff just kept popping up, so I had some more thoughts and opinions stuff I want to talk about. This Chinchilla guy, he tweets out, everyone, agents aren't being manipulated. This one random storage account with a total of 639 agents and 65 Miami Darryls allow me to introduce myself. There are at least 100 other accounts stacking up hundreds of agents like this one has. And, he shows his account that has all kinds of different agents. They have 26 pages full of agents, which, okay, whatever. And then he shows this account that has 19 Miami Darryls, and okay, I don't know exactly how much Miami Darryls cost right now, but let's say it's like $80 or maybe it's $90. I don't know. Let's say it's $85, somewhere in there. Times 19, that is $1,600. Is, in the grand scheme of things, is $1,600 any amount of money in the CS markets? No. And is somebody owning 19 Miami Darryls assigned to me that agents are being manipulated or that agents are being manipulated? No. Have agents done insanely well as of late and over the past year? Yes, but that's for great reason. One, agents weren't that popular before, and people are, I think, starting to kind of realize that they're kind of cool. You can pair, agents just are cool. And then agents you can also pair up with different skins and gloves and all this stuff and make them even cooler. Also, agents obviously got a very, very real buff in CS2 now that you can see more of their body. There haven't been any new agents. So all the other agents, the older agents are just kind of building up popularity and building up price and stuff like that. And people are finding out more and more that they've been a great performing asset. So even investors are starting to load up into them. But again, is somebody owning $1,600 worth of Miami Darryls a sign that there's market manipulation? No. Is somebody owning 639 agents, which again, in the grand scheme of things, look at how much Paris stuff people own. People just literally spent tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on Paris items. There's people who own tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars of knives and higher tier skins and blah, 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 blah. Just because somebody owns 600 agents or 65 Miami Darryls or whatever, that's a sign of market manipulation. That makes absolutely no sense to me at all. And I just think, there's so many people who are constantly just bitching and complaining and moaning about every little thing that happens. Oh, that's market manipulation. Oh, you're doing this. Oh, you're doing that. When, again, in the comments here, people are like, 65, I have 100. Most likely this is just ordinary investing. I'm just diversifying. Seems fair, not manipulated. People are just like, where do we draw the line between these? This guy said I used to have 200 of the Miami Darryls. I really don't know. And this is not a huge guy, but this guy's 1,600 followers. This tweet got 11,000 views. I really hate that people are just kind of spewing this nonsensical stuff out to their followers. And again, it's good and bad because showing that we have people that are this kind of unintelligent in the investing community, again, gives you a chance to have a huge edge in this investing community, and that's where you can make a lot of money and everything. But it's also kind of disheartening that people are saying stupid stuff like this publicly to potentially thousands of followers and getting stuff out there. Could some agents be manipulated? And yes, there was an agent that was very, very clearly market manipulated recently. Went up freaking 500% in a couple of days or whatever. Yeah, that is market manipulation. But some people are like, yeah, in the last year, my agents doubled. This is being manipulated. No, tons of stuff doubles over the course of the year in the CS markets. This makes absolutely no sense. I can't believe that people are saying this, not as satire with a straight face or whatever. I just don't get it. And then funnily enough, you go to this guy's account and, okay, he has this Cato 15 collectors group on Steam or whatever, and it's again, where do we draw the line? Somebody makes YouTube videos, oh, that's market manipulation, but I can have a freaking Cato 15 collectors group and we can talk about how much we love Cato 15s. That's not pumping and dumping, that's fine, but this is not fine. And people constantly want to, again, there's people in Discord communities that go into Discord communities just to talk about skins all day. And okay, you can go in your Discord community and talk about skins, but again, if you make a YouTube video, that's bad. Or if you have a Steam, this is bad. But my Discord, that's okay. People constantly want to move the goalposts and say what's good and not good and whatever, but ultimately at the end of the day, I think everyone just needs to relax. Again, if you are directly making stuff to try and profit and try and make a short-term gain, buy something right before and sell it after, that is very, very problematic. That is an issue. That is morally incorrect. But if you just are making videos and content about a case you believe in, you think you found an awesome opportunity, or skins that you truly believe are underrated, or, you like agents, you bought a bunch of them, how is investing in agents? How is that market manipulation? It doesn't even make sense. Or if you really like Cato 15s and you want to make a group and talk about them, that's not market manipulation. You guys are being freaks. And ultimately, this many people, trying to scare people off from making content or forming groups or talking about things that they believe in is going to be bad for CS in the long run. I know people think they're doing a good thing, but I don't know. I think everyone needs to relax, calm down, stop being I don't even know, sissies or whatever the word is. Be smart, do your own research, invest in things you believe in, educate people on that, but not everything is market manipulation. Not everything's a pump and dump. Calm down. I don't know. That's how I feel about the whole thing, but obviously a lot of different people have different thoughts and opinions and everything. I could not believe that I'm reading this agent stuff. This is just absolutely ridiculous to me, but kind of funny too. Want to get out to you guys. I don't know, make a little rant, share some of my thoughts and opinions. Pretty much over this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.